Let's go for it, guys. Season 7 are Pale Marks good. We have over 1,000 of these. I've been basically saving this up so we can make a video to see if it's actually worth it. So, what are these? So these are things where you take these to go to the Bartering Faria, and you can basically get items. These items can be greater affix. They can be material. We're going to go ahead and get a bunch of these to see if they've updated these and see if these are worth actually getting. There's also a restock, so basically you can refresh the items. Now, this resets, by the way, every day for free, but I'm going to spend all of them in this video, so I will pay the fee. Ideally, what you want to do with this, though, guys, is save this and reset it daily. As far as this goes, I don't care about a single GA. You can see the price. These are like 20 marks, but again, we have 1,600. So let's see if we can get anything good. We'll also see if the utility caches are dropping greater. In Season 7, there's an update. Now, unfortunately, we didn't get any graders, but in Season 7, there is also an update that makes it so getting the higher rolled aspects is supposed to be easier. We'll also kind of check to see if there's a little icon, because if there's an icon, you can actually upgrade your current aspects, and I wanted to see if they were giving us kind of ones that we needed. I don't know if they have like a smart loot system drop, but let's go and see what we're getting. So we get some small like rawhide and some other crafting materials. I would say that one might be kind of skippable, but now we're gonna go ahead and refresh to see how many GAs are we seeing. Okay, so one thing that I also need to mention, my guys are completely maxed out. As you max them out, you're gonna get better like rewards here, but we can also grab this one as well. And then we're also going to get the salvage material cache. As far as it goes, I would say the salvage material cache is not really super powerful. I mean, it's not like terrible, but I think that bottleneck this season is specifically getting gems, and people need a lot more restless rot. Let's see what the movement aspect caches. No GAs. I feel like these might not be really worth it over here, but you see how there's a little icon, that little salvage, like almost looks like two swords clashing. What that icon means is that the item, if you salvage it, you are getting an upgrade on your aspects. I was curious to see, even if it's a non-GA, do they have some sort of like weighted roll on things that you don't have? I don't think there is. Let's see if this is any good vulnerable damage. No, we don't need that. Now we have some defensive aspects. Let's see. Dang, they're really stingy on the greater affixes, it feels like, with this. Maybe they never updated this system to have more greater affixes, like drop, like ancestrals, basically. So all of these, you guys can see, there's like, none of these have like a really big, you know, point in getting them. But if I needed that aspect for this one, like let's say I really wanted this pulverized, right? This one, because it's a greater affix, I just purchased it and the icon will pop up. So this one, technically, it does give me that bonus. Like, this would be worth it to salvage, because if I needed it, I honestly don't plan to actually use this one, but I wanted to show you guys that it does give you an upgrade. Let's go and refresh. What I find very interesting is they're showing off yellow items. Yellow items serve no purpose in the game. This is basically a wasted slot, so to give them some feedback, this is absolutely abysmal. Like, just delete it from the game. There's no point. No one is going to sit here and be like, yeah, I really want a rare pair of pants at the end game, you know? Let's go ahead and get the movement one, and then we can also mouse over these. Again, this one, since it is an upgrade, there is a Hurricane Wolf build. It might be memes, but I'm going to try it out, and for the sake of doing that, we can get the upgrade here. And we'll also see if there's anything good in the boss summoning cache. So it looks like, so in total, this would be like half of a run, because it requires 12 for like Exquisite Blood. So it's basically one run. Now, as far as these go, again, I'm buying these to mainly test out, but no GAs. Whoops. Let's go ahead and just salvage and get that one that we purchased, and then we will again refresh. But I recommend you guys to like reset and wait. Over here, oh, it says Bartering upgrades. Oh, you know why? It's probably because we never leveled up Aldkin over here. So you can, I guess, level up Aldkin. That might be why we're getting this one random yellow item here. But I'm going to spend all of it in here. It's pretty much mostly the upgrades, because we have, again, we have all the mercenaries except for Aldkin, because he's pretty much like worthless, to be honest. We haven't leveled up that one, but anyways, let's go and get the masterwork cache. Let's see how much abductite we can get, because that's, I think, what people want. 1,000. Okay, so I would say that one is definitely worth getting. But these aspect ones, they're not really rolling greater affixes at all. Like, in fact, I haven't even seen one. So maybe, I don't know if it's bugged or if it's just that like they're not allowed to drop. As far as more of, they should be allowed to drop. I don't think there's, again, any movement speed ones, but these are pretty cheap anyways. We're going to refresh. We're going to get the Masterwork cache. And let's go refresh again. Exploiter's Cap. Oh, it just looks like an interesting skin. It might be a skin that I haven't unlocked or seen yet. We're going to get all of these, though, for sure, the Masterworking ones. I think that those are worth it. And the salvage material, I'm going to see again. Yeah, coiling wards. I mean, they are, like, okay. But, like, the Masterworking cache is definitely the best. It's 1,000 Abductite, which, yeah, it's not bad. Oh! We finally broke the rule. We actually got a greater affixed item. Now, is it any good? Max life is whatever. On boots, you ideally want movement speed, so it's basically bricked at that point. Unless I wanted to reroll and try to go for it. As far as it goes on utility and the aspect ones, I don't think it's like terrible to grab, but I think at this point, I don't think there's anything that can really replace these flicker step boots for me, so it's probably just going to be a skip. Let's see, we got Debilitating Roar. It changes it. It's not a really good pair of boots anyways, because again, you need movement speed, unless I want to run Rabies. I don't think these material caches are even worth it. The one that's giving us the Abductite, though, that one I think is worth it. Nothing really too good here either, but I'm going to go spend all of it. We could be getting some of these utility ones if I needed it, but I don't need anything for the build except for like the plus ranks on this one, which is, I believe, the max roll already, so we don't need it. And then this is basically our last reset over here. So we have a Skinwalkers. So I guess if I really need it, it does have GA armor and spirit. It's not like terrible, and also has like an aspect that we could technically use. But overall, it's like whatever. We can get one of these. But I just don't think these are really that necessary. But it's just like this is the last set of rotations here. We'll just open up this, see if we can get a GA. Yeah, I want to say the GA rolls are so bad in here. So there's our conclusion. Did we get anything super OP or good? I would say no. For like 1,000 something pale marks, that takes a really long time to farm, by the way. But yeah, I think overall, is it still worth doing? Sure, because it's like, what else are you going to do with the pale marks? You can't like trade these for gold or anything. But I think as far as giving them feedback on what they should do with this, I think that maybe occasionally what they could do is add maybe a spark, or let me know what other materials you guys think that are like good enough to throw in here, because I think in this season, this is the main bottleneck. This over here, and it'd be cool to see resplendent sparks, I think, once in a while. Scatter prisms are okay, I guess we have like 47 of them. Those add these sockets, but I think I have enough for the most part for like all my characters at this point. But it's still never bad to get these in case you want to do masterworking. But yeah, specifically, I think gems could be in here. That'd be like one suggestion. And then spark as like a very rare roll would be really awesome. Or, you know what they could do for the caches? Is make it so there's a guaranteed at least one greater affix. Or when they're showing these items in Will Tier 4, because remember, just because it's greater affix doesn't mean that it's going to be an upgrade for your character or like best in slot or anything like that. But I think that what could be cool is like all these items are at least greater affixed. So then this way, these feel exciting to do. Because right now it's kind of like, whatever, I have it, I'm just going to waste my time. It's not something where like, oh, I can't wait to do it. I think that that's what Diablo 4 really needs. All these forms of content that are kind of like, kind of forgotten for the most part. They can make it a little bit more exciting for the player if they just guaranteed every single item is greater affix. I'm not saying it has to be perfect rolled, multiple GAs. I'm just saying at least just one greater affix, because there's so many garbage greater affix in this game. Like specifically like the life per 5 seconds, that's pretty like mediocre. There's also like a chance to heal, like 10 life on a lucky hit chance. Like these things probably need to be like either dropped from the game or just let us have more stuff. I think that in this area would be a huge benefit.